Are you feeling stuck in a rut? And do you want to be more productive, but you don't know where to start? Well, if so, you're in the right place. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use your natal chart to unlock your productivity potential. Okay. And so, hold on a minute. Um, okay, let's come cut this light off for me, please. Cut the light off for me, please. Okay, let me see here. There we go. All right. Yes, I love it. Okay. So, if you are new to the channel, my name is kkatrice. I am the Natal Chart Navigator, and I teach open-minded, ambitious, beautiful, inside and out professional women how to read, understand, and put to use the information in their natal charts to prosper in every area of their lives. Okay. And so tonight, super excited to be talking about productivity. Okay. Mars is in the sign of Virgo currently. And so wherever you have Virgo in your chart, that area of life, you are really going to be honed in on being more productive, for being more driven to improve that area of life. Okay. And so I'm going to show you how you can use your natal chart to be more productive. Okay. I'm going to talk about the planets that will influence your productivity, energies that are based upon the sign, the energies that are be more compatible with your work style, and the houses that you will focus on when it comes to being more productive. Okay. And so let's go ahead, let's jump into it. I don't want to keep you long. Okay. And so the planets that you want to look at when it comes to your productivity are Mars, which is the planet of action. Okay. And so this is our drive, this is our will. Okay. And so it's important to understand where Mars is in your chart. Okay. And so if Mars is in a strong position, then you'll be somebody who is more likely to take action and follow through on your goals. Okay. And so when I say Mars in a strong chart, in a strong position, that would be, say, Mars in the first house or Mars in the sign of Aries. Those are strong, what's considered strong positions, because Mars rules the sign of Aries, and the contents of the first house align very well. The energies of the first house align very well with the energies of Mars. Okay. And so the other planet that influences your productivity is Saturn. Okay. And Saturn is the planet of discipline. Okay. And so, again, it's important to understand where Saturn is in your chart. And if Saturn is in a strong position, you will be more likely to stay focused and motivated on your goals. Okay. Now, Saturn in a strong position would be, say, Saturn in the 10th house. 10th house is the house of career, your public persona, and yeah, and then in the sign of Capricorn, because that is the sign that it rules. Capricorn is all about discipline and structure. Okay, going for the long haul. Okay. Now, one thing you want to know about both of these planets are that Mars and Saturn are the malefics, what's called the malefics in astrology. Okay. And I'm going to pause right there to say, if you haven't gotten a copy of the framework, okay, you want to go get your free copy of the framework. I'll put it at the end of the stream. I'll put the link in the comments. I think it's in my in the description of the live. Um, under where it says get a 20-minute energy audit, you can click the link tree and you can get the free framework and book your 20-minute energy audit. Same link. Okay. And so yeah, you want to go get the framework because the framework gives you the 3 steps that you use in order to start um, reading and understanding so that you can utilize the information in your chart. Okay. And so, so back to the planet. So Mars and Saturn are what's known as the malefics the um in the natal chart. Okay. And so the malefics are not that they cause bad, they just bring about things that are unfavorable. So Saturn is the energy is a restrictive energy. Okay. And so you have to go through things in order to get the blessing of Saturn. Okay. And so with Mars, Mars is a malefic because it is that energy that is like a act first, think later energy. And a lot of times when we do that, we end up getting in situations that are not as favorable as we would like them to be. Okay. So those are the 2 malefics in the natal chart. Okay. And so now when you're looking at the houses, okay, one thing you want to remember is that the signs and the houses are separate. Okay. And I know if you follow astrology, if you hear other astrologers, other people, astrology enthusiasts, you hear them on YouTube and they say the 8th house is the Scorpio house. And it's not the Scorpio house. The 8th house is the 8th house. Okay. The significations, the areas of life that that house represents are closely aligned to Scorpio energies. However, it's separate, okay, because there are differences within the two, okay. But the houses that you want to look at, the 10th house, okay. 10th house is the house of your career and your public image. Okay. And so 10th house is the house that you look at to see, do you want to climb the corporate ladder? Maybe you want to be a nurse, or you might want to do something where it involves beauty. Okay. Having Libra on the 10th house would make you somebody, you might be somebody who's a hairdresser. You might be you want to be an Instagram influencer or social media influencer. You could be somebody who does hair, or you just really, really like all things that have to do with beauty and glamour, and the social life. Okay. Um, and so you want to look at the 10th house to see what it is that what it is that you want to do. Okay. How it is that you go about achieving your public image, your public status. Okay. Because and then Saturn is going to really assist you in focusing on getting that, bringing whatever it is, however you want to see your uh, your public self. Okay, Saturn's going to really help you to to get that, to achieve that. Okay, so you want to look at the 10th house. You also want to look at the 9th house, okay? Because the 9th house is the house of your goals, okay? It's also the house of your beliefs. What is it that you believe, okay? And so you want to tap into that house, tap into the energy of, because the sign is how the house is expressed, okay? And so you want to say you have Aries on that house, okay? So you are going to be super driven to be very focused on your goals, what it is that you are trying to accomplish, okay? And then having Aries on that house, you would then have to go look and see where Mars is in the chart, okay? Because that is going to um, tell you how you take action and follow through on your goals. Okay. Um, and even if you don't have Aries on that house, you still want to look to Mars, and then you would look to the planet that governs the sign that's on that ninth house. Same thing with 10th house. And then the last house is the sixth house because the sixth house is the house of work and service. And so, productivity falls within that realm. Okay. And so you want to definitely understand that. And the sixth house is also your health, okay? Because health has a lot to do with your productivity, okay? And so you have to look at the sixth house to understand what it is when it comes to your actual productivity, the energy, how you actually work, okay? You have to look to that house to that. And then also when it comes to your health, how do you keep yourself up? How do you maintain yourself in order to be productive in your work and in your service? Okay. Um, and so those are the three houses that you want to look at. And so before I go on, if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments. Or what are you thinking so far about this? Like you can really literally see anything you want in the natal chart, okay? Because it is you. It is literally the sky at the time of your birth, and those are the energies that were imprinted. I won't say imprinted, but those are the energies that you have inside of you. And so when you tap into those energies, man, it's hella cool. So if you have any questions, any comments, please put them in the chat. And I will answer them as I see them. Okay. And if you are watching this on the replay, go ahead and put replay, and then put add your comment or your question, whatever it is, and I'll go back and I'll check because I always go back and check the comments. And then I'll just reply. Okay. All right. So let's move on and let's talk about your work style. Okay. And so we're going to look at this from your Mars. Okay. If your Mars is in these energies. Okay. And so if your Mars is a fire sign, okay, if your Mars is a fire sign, then you will be more productive when you are working on things that are exciting and challenging. Okay. Fire energy is it's very active. Okay. And so it doesn't want to just sit around or move at a slow snail's pace. That irritates fire energy so that any Aries, Leos, or Sagittarius that is watching this, am I right or am I right? You do not like to move slow. It's like, come on, let's go, let's get it, let's go. Especially Aries, especially Aries energy. Okay. Um, and so now, if you are an earth sign, okay, so the earth signs are Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, okay, you'll be more productive when you are working on projects that are practical and organized, okay. Earth energy likes to do things kind of systematically, okay, Taurus especially. And they like things to have order and to make sense. Okay. If it's chaos and it doesn't make sense, it's just way too much for earth energy to try to maneuver and get through. And so until things get organized and grounded. Earth energy will be all over the place, and so it will cut into your productivity. Okay, you will not be productive if it is not organized. Well, no, I won't say you won't be productive. You will not. Earth energy will not be as effective and or as effective and productive as it can be if there is chaos and disorganization and everything is all over the place. And so you got to get practical and organized. Okay, now if your Mars is an air sign, okay, and that is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, then you'll be more productive when working on things that are intellectual and stimulating. Okay. Air energy is energy of the mind. It's our thoughts. And so if you use your thoughts, okay, you use your mind in order to figure out how you need to get ahead, okay, how you need to take action to follow through on your goals, okay. And so you're another one who likes to think and do. Okay. You don't like to just sometimes I shouldn't say that. Sometimes air energy, Mars can get in their head a lot, and they'll do a whole lot of talking and not enough acting. And so um you need to be working on things that are stimulating, that are not only intellectual, but also stimulating so that it stimulates you to take action. Because if it's just intellectual, but it doesn't stimulate, you don't want to take action, you're, you're going to talk about it all day, every day, but you're not going to make a whole lot of progress. Okay. If that makes sense. Okay. And then if your Mars is water energy, then you will be more productive when you are working on projects that are emotional and intuitive. So you get to use your emotions and your intuition. Okay, your feeling, your knowing. Okay, that is what makes you more productive. Okay, that is how you are more productive. Okay. And so if you found value in this, let me know in the comments, in the chat, if you found value in this. I think it's so fascinating how you can literally know anything, you can see anything in the natal chart. I think that's absolutely amazing. Okay. And so now, if you want to know, again, if you want to learn more about how to use your natal chart to be more productive, I do encourage you to go get your free copy of the my free PDF, the 3-step framework to become energetically synced with your natal chart. Okay, and you can go to my link tree, and I'll put it right here in the chat. Uh, okay, yeah, there we go. So I just put it there in the chat. Um, Go get it. It's a 3-step process, okay? And it's very easy read. And so you definitely want to not, again, if you found value, give the video a thumbs up. Because the thumbs up that you give, it helps the video to reach more people so that I can help more people, more professional women to use their natal charts to really uh, change the trajectory of their lives. Okay. And so again, leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the video. I would love to hear from you. Okay. And so we're going to end it, going to say our mantra and remember to personalize it. Okay. And so remember, possibilities are endless. If I can see it in my hand, if I can see it in my mind, then I can hold it in my hand. And that makes me smile because it means I really do create my own reality. Have a good one.